My name is Matt Wallace, this is Final Stand. In today's episode, we do have some frustrating news to talk about with Dogecoin, also some interesting news with AMC, interesting news with GameStop, as well as with Elon Musk. So a lot of financial news to talk about, a lot of things going on in the financial world. The first thing though that we do have to get to, unfortunately, is what's been happening with Dogecoin. We were seeing a major spike, it was going to continue to go up, then Robinhood stopped it directly in its tracks. Other cryptocurrency sites and other cryptocurrency apps played a role as well, all of them coming together to stop us from having Dogecoin hit the record highs that we were about to hit. It already did hit some major record highs, but it was going to hit even more. It was going to keep going up, and because of what they did, it stopped at a much lower rate than it would have gone. We could potentially see another Dogecoin bump. Once more and more investors start to get their deposits into Robinhood, once that happens, then we could see another bump. But it's frustrating that we have to wait for that. We shouldn't have had to wait for that. And Robinhood, you should be ashamed of yourselves. All of the other cryptocurrency apps that stopped the trading right away, the instant trading. Next time Dogecoin is spiking, you need to let it go up. We need to allow it to continue to hit those record highs. That's a healthy part of the market. It is also normal to see a correction like this. Sell-offs do happen sometimes. It's just the way it is. We can't control it. When new people come in, they don't understand the potential of Dogecoin. These are not real Dogecoin investors coming in. We want to build Dogecoin up with real investors who understand its long-term potential, not the people who want to pump and dump. We want the people who understand that Dogecoin has 5 billion that can be mined every single year, 128 billion in circulation, so the price can go up much faster, that it can be mined, that people will understand that it has a fast block time, it's a good cryptocurrency, it has actual uses. Those are the people who we want to come on the Dogecoin train and help it to continue going up. Some of the price targets that I've been setting, I'm going to continue to try to hold to those. 10 cents, I would still like to see that happen. It may take a long time to get there, but as we continue to hold onto our Dogecoin, hopefully we can hit those marks. It may also continue to drop some before that happens. For the long term though, I'm still very optimistic about Dogecoin, and there are actual specific reasons why. As we move on to the next slide, we can see here, FaZe Rug is considering going into Dogecoin, which is cool to see. Not that big of a news story. He's just FaZe Rug. He's just someone who has a little bit of a following on Twitter. So it's nothing crazy, but FaZe Rug is a verified person. He does have a lot of subscribers on YouTube. He's not posting the video on YouTube though. He's just posting on his Twitter. So not that big of a news story. This, however, actually is a really big news story. Dogecoin is now the most mentioned cryptocurrency in Twitter history. I'm not 100% sure if this is true, but this is from a verified source called UberFacts. The truth is, I'm not 100% sure if this is accurate. You would think, of course, Bitcoin will be number one because Bitcoin has been on people's minds for so long, so many people talking about it. But if this is true, and it very well may be, I don't know why they would say if it wasn't, if this is true, that is some huge news. It's incredible to see what just one social media app can do. Imagine when Dogecoin is actually starting to be used by people, when cryptocurrency takes over the world. That's when we could see these major spikes starting to come. Still optimistic once again about cryptocurrency, still optimistic about Dogecoin as well. All of those marks that we're trying to hit can be hit. It's just going to take longer to get there now because of what Robinhood did and what the other cryptocurrency apps have been doing. Not acceptable, but we can't stop them, at least for now, not until we grow stronger. So make sure you turn on those notifications, you click that subscribe button. That way I can continue keeping you updated and help you to be making your money grow. Clicking that notification bell is one of the smartest investments you can possibly make. I say that every video because it is really true. Then this is some awesome news. Elon Musk posted 2 pictures of his new rocket ships, SN9 and SN10. As we scroll here, we can see how massive those rocket ships are. Huge behemoths of metal that fly into the air, hundreds and hundreds of feet per second. Incredible monsters capable of going all the way to Mars, all the way to the moon, through outer space, carrying people, carrying cargo. So cool, cool indeed. And this picture is truly breathtaking. You can see how little the people are in comparison to the rocket. Such a massive monster, the big metal behemoth, as I like to call it, Elon Musk, paving the path toward the future, making incredible things happen. Now, as we move on here, we can see Dogecoin to $1 is currently still trending on a lot of people's For You pages. That shows you the impact of Dogecoin across social media. People still confident in it. Many people on Twitter still saying they want to see it hit $1. So the confidence of the actual Dogecoin supporters has not gone away. Some of the new people coming in who weren't real supporters, some of them are starting to sell, some of them are starting to go out, but the enthusiasm enthusiasm of the real Dogecoin fans is still strong. In fact, it's stronger than ever. And that's one of the reasons that we're still going to be able to hit a lot of those price targets we have for the long term. Those price targets still in range, still possible to hit. Now, as we move along, we can see this is what's been happening with GameStop. GameStop has actually stayed relatively steady around that $325 mark. It's gone up some, it's gone down some. Of course, that's what stocks do. But around that 325 mark, we've seen the protest against Wall Street, against the people who've been trying to short this, still continue to hold strong. This is one of the reasons why I was hoping that the Dogecoin one would hold stronger too. Sadly though, it did not hold as strong as the GameStop one, but it does mean that these investors, the people who made GameStop go up, all of us on Reddit, all of us doing this stuff, we are capable of making these spikes stay high. Let's just make sure the next time that Dogecoin spikes, we actually keep it high instead of allowing it to fall down like it's been doing right now. Frustrating to see it fall, but once again, the long-term future is still very bright. Then as we move on to the next slide, we can see what AMC has been doing, currently at $13, approximately $13. I bought in just before the spike. I was telling some other people on YouTube, on the Patreon community, on the Discord, I was letting some people know about AMC potentially being about to spike. Then it did spike, and we saw it stay pretty steady since then. It did go all the way up to 20. It is now at 13, so we have seen some fluctuation, but pretty steady in comparison to where it was before the spike. I'm holding my AMC stock. Part of that is as a protest against Robinhood and the other sites that are trying to get us to sell, that tried to halt the trading and were successful in many cases. They halted the trading. They stopped it from continuing to go up. That is not okay, so I'm holding it as a protest. They can't do that in the future. It's not going to work. It shouldn't be allowed to work. So whenever they decide to actually lift that restriction, that is when I'm hoping the spike continues to go up. Another reason why I'm still continuing to hold on to my AMC shares. And then obviously, of course, the protest factor is a big factor for me as well. Then as we move along here, we can see these are the two dudes who founded Robinhood. I thought you guys may want to see a picture of them. Vladimir Tinit and Bahu Bhatt. Those are the two guys who founded Dogecoin. That's what they look like. The truth is, overall, these two dudes are not bad dudes, but they have done some stuff we don't like. They have done some stuff we do not want them to do. Make sure you're subscribing with notifications on. That way we can build this community even stronger. Already the #1 Dogecoin YouTube channel, also talking about other cryptocurrencies, also talking about finance news. This channel is growing very fast and is quickly becoming a cornerstone of the YouTube finance community. We're going to continue to grow it. Over 700 people now on Patreon, making this one of the fastest growing Patreons, the fastest growing channels in the history of all of YouTube, in the history of all of the internet. We are breaking records, making amazing things happen. And as we scroll here to the next slide, we can see analysis says Robinhood and Reddit protected from lawsuits by user agreement. That is what Congress is potentially saying. We did see some lawsuits going against Robinhood, some other people trying to go after the Reddit users and the people on Wall Street bets, but they may all be protected by Congress now, by all of this stuff when it comes to the user agreement. They may be protected. Overall, probably a good thing. We don't want people to be able to sue over anything. And that's the end of the video. This channel growing extremely fast. Make sure you are a part of it by subscribing with notifications on. That way you can see all of these important updates and be making more money. I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.